Hello, welcome to my Derevi Imperial Tactician Tempo Control deck. It has a big blink theme inside of it, and it also has a lot of cards that work well with Derevi's untap and tap ability. So that's it. Let's go along with the deck type. First, we're going to start with Ramp. We got Wild Growth, Rampant Growth, Sakura Tribe-Elder, Shared Roots, Farseek, Fertile Ground, Kiyora's Follower. It untaps any other permanent, so it's really good with any of her Synergy cards. Same with Kiyora Behemoth Beckoner, and sometimes you also might be able to draw a card off her. Fabro Elder, great to untap. Kodama's Reach and Cultivate. I did make a majority of this deck's ramp package land based because I don't want any board wipes or anything like that to get in the way, if possible, of most of my ramping. That way I can keep it. And also we play Wilderness Reclamation in this deck, and that untaps all my lands at the end of my turn. So we want to be able to have that pay off as much as possible too. Okay, that's the ramp part. We're going to board wipes. We got Split Up and Elspeth Sun's Champion. Elspeth is great for building a board and also board wiping a majority of the cards not in this deck. Majority of the cards in this deck won't be destroyed by it, but there is some. And then Split Up, we can easily make it a one-sided board wipe by untapping my opponent's creatures and tapping mine. Okay. There I go to removal. We got Path to Exile, Swords to Plowshares, Trigon Predator, Broker's Charm. I mainly put it in here because I like the alternate treatment. Oko Thieves with Crowns, Skyclave Apparition, Druid of Purification, Buried in the Garden, Wan Shi Tong All Knowing, The Legend of Yang Chen, and Aerial Extortionist. That's all my kill removal. But we also play a bunch of counterspell cards. Void Mage Prodigy, since Derevi is a wizard and it keeps coming back pretty easy, even though it may be a little expensive. I found over the years Void Mage Prodigy is 100% worth it, if only to sacrifice itself. It is still a counterspell. Counterspell is a counterspell. We got Fear of Imposters, Even Interrupter, Spell Queller, Mystic Snake, and Smirking Spelljacker. So like I said, as you noticed in this section, the removal package, there is a lot of cards that get value off of entering the battlefield, and they work really well with all my blink effects. Okay. Next we're going to go to card draw. Waterbender's Ascension. I put this in here mainly to test it. I got one in a pack, and I'm like, yeah, if this didn't have the unblockable effect, which is pretty easy to get off, I don't think it would be as good, because it takes essentially a whole turn cycle to be able to draw cards off it. Even though it is cheap, like Airbender's Ascension, which I would like to play in this deck too, does something at the end of your turn, you know. But anyway, Verity Circle. If you don't know what this is, whenever a creature opponent controls is tapped by you draw a card, and you can also play 5 to tap a non-flying creature. So Derevi obviously can see the line right there. We got Welcoming Vampire, Shorokai Genesis Engine, good tap target, untap target. Binding of Thassa, Factor Fiction. I just love this card. This is a secret lair, not secret lair. From the Vault version of it, we got the Unagi of Kyoshi Island. Trinet has Flash, which I like. Cloud Blazer, and Return of the Wild Speaker. Actually, I'll do one more. No, I didn't put Muldrifter in here. Okay, so now we're going to go. These are my blink cards. Cards that basically put a card in exile and return it to the battlefield. We got Felia, Exuberant Shepherd. Salvation Swan, Restoration Angel, Kaikar Zephyr Awakener, Emil the Blessed, Conjurer's Closet, Mirror Room / Fractured Realm, and Doppelgang. Now, the main reason this could be worked on a little bit, because the only card that really works with the counterspell ones is Emil the Blessed and Restoration Angel. But yeah, Doppelgang has performed very well for me in any game, whether it's this deck or another one, that I get to put like any exorbitant amount of mana into it. And then I played Fractured Realm for the first time a couple weeks ago, and it performed very well. If you don't know, Fractured Realm, it doubles all triggered abilities you control. Doesn't matter if it's like creatures dying, entering, something about cast, or no, permanent. So just that when they attack, whatever. So it doubles all Derevi's untap abilities and whatnot. So if you got Derevi, you could just come in and you have like an enchantment on something. She can get you 3 mana after she comes in. And Mirror Room would trigger a second time with this Fractured Realm out. So I really like that card. But with that in mind, I could probably put more just generic counter spells in the deck. And then we got just not really random, but like cards that sort of fit in the in between other cards. Put Mother of Runes in. I just like this card, cheap protection. Even though Derevi is so cheap to get out, she's often the target of a lot of hate. And a lot of my other cards are too, so it's good to just have something that doesn't cheap that can protect them. You got Spider-Woman Stunning Savior, just another flyer that sort of slows down the opponents. So, Senu Kenai Protector. This is a creature that survives through board wipes. Just like get Derevi out after a board wipe using her flash ability, and the next turn attack my opponent, and this comes in 2. Very good. Scry 2, gain 2 life, can also have an impact. Voice of Resurgent. I love this art. I love this card, but it doesn't really fit in any deck, so I just put it in here because I wanted to. Lightning Greaves. It's just, protection and haste, which is nice. It's also free to equip. That's why I put Swiftfoot's Boots in here, because it's a little bit more expensive. We got Eternal Witness and Timeless Witness. They both enter, they both return anything from my grave to my hand. And that can include swords and plowshares. I found that counter spells aren't as necessary in the lower brackets, like high 2, mid 2, and even in some 3s, I think. I mostly play in like the high 2s, I would like to say, because I don't really play any combos or tutors too much. So having swords is a little bit more important than having a counter spell, because it's really about the big beefy creatures, Broker's Ascendancy. I don't really think this really fits in the deck, but it has the special foil version, and I just want to play it. It's a Bant card, Here's Wilderness Reclamation. Very good with like Void Mage's Prodigy, being able to do things on opponent's turn, basically get 2 separate turns sometimes. Hilda of the Icy Crown. Another card that deals with the tap ability. If an opponent's card is tapped outside of combat, you can pay 1 and activate one of her abilities. You either get a 4/4, put 1 on counter all other creatures, or you scry 2 and draw a card. Then we got Willbreaker. She just, whenever you target opponent's thing, if she's on the field, you get to keep it. Typically, if you're targeting opponent's thing in any deck, you're killing it, so it doesn't really matter. But in this deck, you can, hit with 3 creatures, target 3 creatures, you get to keep them. As long as you have Willbender on the battlefield. Frost Titan and Thunderfoot Bailoff. The Thunderfoot's just like like an overrun effect. You can also get really big with Doppelgang with it. Frost Titan's just another cool card. I really like the idea of it. Freezing things is really powerful. It has some protection for itself, and it can target lands, other non-creature things too. And yeah, it's just big beefy boy. And that's the deck. Actually, I'll go over the lands too, I forgot. We got 4 basic forests, 4 plains, 5 islands. And then we got Command Tower, Path of Ancestry, Seaside Citadel, Dark Orchard, Terramorphic Expanse, Ash Barrens, Evolving Wilds, Temple of Mystery, Overflowing Basin, Hinterland Harbor, Navamaya Coast, Dreamroot Cascade, Prairie Stream, Seachrome Coast, Glacial Fortress, Time Cloud Expanse, Temple of Enlightenment, Adakar Wastes, Canopy Vista, Temple of Plenty. Those are all the color fixing lands. And then we also have some special lands, Temple of the False God, good to untap with Derevi, or any situation really. Seaside Haven, if you don't know what this is, it's non-basic, it taps for 1 white, or we can pay a white and a blue and sack a bird to draw a card. Obviously, you see the synergy there after Derevi, sack her, bring her back. Really good with Seaborn Muse. I've used it in the past, but past was a little bit more lower power level, but it still worked really well. And then we got Rogue's Passage, just to get in case we need to. And then we got 2 of the new lands from the Avatar set, Abandoned Air Temple and Agni Aquella or whatever. And they're both nice to be able to untap with Derevi. I like the idea of drawing a card and discarding a card better than scrying, which a lot of these blue type lands do. And the Abandoned Air Temple, you could also play Gavany Township. I just don't have it. I don't really want too much either. I just played them because I had them. Now that's the deck. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a nice day.